Alright guys, how's it going? KCB3 here, and today I'm going to give you a outlook of what I think the outlook of the Xbox One, to in my opinion. Now, pretty much I did this with the Wii U about 2 weeks ago, and I really want to do it with Xbox One and the PS4. I will do PS4 pretty much shortly. Now, pretty much my outlook would be, what I think about the Xbox One now, what I think was going to be in the future and stuff like that. As of right now, I think the Xbox One is a very good, very console for many people out there, for a lot of technical reasons. When it was just launched in November 22nd, a week after November 15th, where the PS4 hit in the U.S. and Canada, had a lot of good, all right, decent, I would say, video games at launch. You had Dead Rising 3. I think FIFA 14. I may be wrong. FIFA 14, maybe exclusively for the Xbox One. I'm just gonna say that for now. I don't really know as of right now. Rise Second Son, um, Forza 5, and I think there was one more game, but I can't really think of it right now. And so you really have about 4, 5, 6, exclusives. You had about um, more games coming out eventually sometime in its first year. I think it was pretty much defined as 15 games and all coming out in the first year Xbox and the first year Xbox One, and about 8 of them is pretty much gonna be new franchises and stuff. And we do get the new franchises with Titanfall, Quantum Break, um, Rise of the Second Son, Rise of the Second Son of Rome. Those are all new ones, and so we still got about, like, was it five more that should be announced real soon. No, four more should be announced real soon. And yeah, as of right now, the Xbox One has sold pretty well. It sold about what's it? I think it was like 3.9 million, I believe. Last time I checked. Um, it was just pretty much confirmed that it's like PlayStation 4 is twice above above the Xbox One, and at first the PS4 was 4 point something, 4.2, 4.3, so it should be at 5 point something right now. So yeah, 3.9 seems pretty much about right for the Xbox One right now. Now there are some big disadvantages and good advantages for the Xbox One, I would say. The advantages right now, they are about, they are having the games like, they were talking about. They don't really have those spectacular games right now, like a Gears of War or a Halo. But as of right now, they do got a big game that's coming up, and it's Titanfall. The beta came out today. Many people got their hands on it. Many people still didn't get their hands on it. Many people really want to get their hands on it, and I think it's lasting on to like about a week. And the official game's coming out around March 25th or something like that, sometime in March. While being the Xbox 360 version of the Titanfall game is going to be delayed, and they also missing out on the beta today. So, you know, I think Titanfall for Xbox is going to be a very major, a big franchise if it's if it's received well, if it get a lot of reviews by critics. Everybody really likes it. Right now got a like it's like one of the most hyped up games of this year. Just for Xbox alone, because it's just going to be exclusively wise. Uh, that's what it seems like. And if it does pretty well, I can see this having a sequel, and it's pretty much going to be having more games down the generations. Because Titanfall does look very interesting as of right now. Many people still skeptical about the 6 versus 6 and 6 versus 6, auto battles. I mean, battles between the robots and mechs. And while everything else is going to be pretty much AI, not AI, pretty much going to be bots and stuff like that. Many people are still having issues about that. But I think it's going to be fun for many people out there. But for the hardcore gamers, they may be set out a little bit by the little bots and stuff. But I think I could see them, getting into it. Having some fun, eventually, and worth a while, for a short while. And yeah, that's pretty much my outlook for it. I think as of right now, we don't really know that much about Quantum Break, or there was another exclusive. I can't think of it right now. I think Sucker Punch is working on it. It looks very toony. It looks very crazy in a cool way. We're gonna find more information about that eventually at E3. and as well as more of those exclusive, those new franchises coming to Xbox One. And as of right now, I think Xbox One's doing pretty good for itself. It's selling very well. Had a very successful launch, which I really wanted to be because I really want Microsoft and Sony to go head and head, neck and neck. Those rivals. I really want them to be neck and neck and stuff like that. Not really one sided, but that's pretty much all to say. The outlook. I think Xbox One looks very good. I just need them to, to focus more on the gaming and less on the media. Cause pretty much right now it looks like Microsoft is doing media first and then games next. Stuff like that. I don't think I think it should be reversed around. So I mean, but it's Microsoft. They're going to push those apps and they're gonna push that media in there. So if they, focus a little bit more on gaming and still, focus on the media just a little bit less, I can see it doing very more amazing. But as of right now, Microsoft Xbox One, I think, is very successful. So that's all to say. Let me know what you think about my outlook. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? I will have the PlayStation 1 up probably today, probably tomorrow, probably sometime next week, and so I can finish this, this trail. Also, the video of the Wii U Outlook I did is going to be in the link in the description. I also talk about some stuff about that. I had a friend that's a very big Nintendo fan that got mad at me. And yeah, he didn't like it. But I just try to be fair, try to keep my opinions, say my opinions, and spread out my own thoughts and stuff. So that's all I say. Let me know what you think about this video, KCB3. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and have a wonderful Valentine's Day, everybody.